You guys, we are once again talking about influencer and brand owner Matilda Djerf. I recently talked about how there were all these accusations that were made by former employees that have come out about her, and they are not good. These are some of the craziest things that you could possibly be hearing about a brand that is trying to promote being kind and inclusive. Like, they are not that. And when I first talked about this, Matilda had just commented on a recent Instagram photo. Now she's realized that that probably wasn't the move, and she's made an entirely separate post on her Instagram addressing all the accusations, and she also posted on her Instagram story a video of her talking about all of this. So we are going to spill on everything that she had to say in regards to this situation. Matilda Djerf is trying her best to repair her image after all that's been said about her. For context, this entire drama started when a Swedish newspaper released a detailed report with claims from former employees of Djerf Avenue. They alleged that Matilda had a toilet designated specifically for herself and her favorites in the office. Employees claimed there was a literal sign on the bathroom door saying, "Please do not use." An employee was allegedly forced to scrub the bathroom after someone else used it that she didn't approve of. Like, seriously, what the heck is going on in this office? Beyond this, employees shared that behind her sweet and soft-spoken public persona, Matilda allegedly fostered this toxic environment. There were claims of fat phobia and alleged body shaming comments made about models who worked with their brand. Now, this hit the internet hard, especially because Djerf Avenue has always marketed itself as a sustainable and inclusive company. A lot of people felt incredibly let down, especially longtime fans who believed Matilda was truly practicing what she preached. I mean, she had literally done interviews where she spoke about her own personal experiences in the industry, modeling, and how brands made her feel about the way that she looked, the way that they would edit her. And one of the reasons why she wanted to have her own brand was to be inclusive and not foster these toxic industry standards that she had experienced. So after staying pretty quiet on the matter for a bit, Matilda finally addressed the situation in the comments of a recent Instagram photo where she said, "Creating a safe, inclusive, and respectful space has always been essential to me, both personally and as the founder of Djerf Avenue. I take these accusations very seriously, and if my actions have made anyone feel mistreated, I sincerely apologize. Inclusion is one of my core values and the foundation of everything I've built with Djerf Avenue. I deeply value everyone who represents us and am committed to ensuring they always feel appreciated, included, and supported. If anyone has felt otherwise, I am truly sorry. I don't recognize myself in all the claims made, but I see this as an opportunity to listen, grow, and take full responsibility as a leader. I am committed to reflecting, improving, and fostering a better culture for everyone with the advice and guidance from a coach and ongoing feedback." Once she posted this, people were like, okay, it's giving very much, "I'm sorry if I made you feel that way," and they were not understanding why she would need a coach in order to learn how to be nice to people. But since she has posted this, she has now come out with a new statement. This time it is a full-on Instagram post. It is a notes app post, so it's giving very much textbook influencer apology vibes here. Matilda acknowledged that the stories being shared were hurtful to hear. She expressed sadness over the allegations. She claimed that she's been reflecting on what's been said and wants to ensure that her workplace is a positive environment moving forward. And it was just pretty much the standard influencer notes app, if you ask me. But fans are not too convinced that it's genuine, but this is what she had to say. "Over the past few days, I've been quiet on social media. My highest priority has been to meet with the Djerf Avenue team and speak to them. I am fully aware that my words here are not an answer or a solution, but for me, it's important to write this directly to you. To anyone who I've hurt or let down, I want to start off by saying that I am genuinely sorry. When I started Djerf Avenue, I never expected that the company would be what it is today. With so many team members and so much responsibility, I wasn't ready. I had never led a team prior to this. I had never built a company prior to this, and under a lot of stress, high tempo, and naivety, I failed to be the leader and colleague I wished to be along the way. And for that, I'm so sorry. I wish my growth happened faster. I really want to underline that I'm extremely committed to getting it right and to continuing growing. We are constantly working on improving and developing the internal business, everything from structures that need to be set in place to new initiatives. This is ongoing work, and this year we've made some important changes to improve the work culture at Djerf Avenue. Amongst other things, we have hired a more experienced management team. We have introduced monthly anonymous surveys to collect feedback and take action. We have also set up an external organizational psychologist to assess our workplace. We are also in the process of bringing in an additional external HR professional to support the organization. Moving forward, I'm committed and want to focus my all on becoming the best leader and colleague I can be. I'll keep learning and working to ensure Djerf Avenue is a safe, inclusive space for everyone. I want to end by saying thank you to all of you who've had honest and transparent conversations with me over the past few days. On top of the Notes app post, Matilda hopped onto her Instagram stories to talk a little bit more about this specific Notes app.
I'm not sure how to start this video. So I want to start off by saying that I am so genuinely so sorry to anyone that I have let down and to anyone that I have hurt. I know that I've been quiet on social media the last couple of days, and I wanted to meet with the Djerf Avenue team before going on here. And I know that my words will fall short, and I know that what I'm saying now will fall short, and I know that it's not an answer, and I know it's not a solution, but I hope that so many of you know that my way of expressing myself is through words, which is why I've tried to put my words and my future actions into a text that you can all read, and I hope that you will take your time to read it. And again, I want to say that I am so sorry to anyone that I have let down. And I want to say that I'm sorry to anyone that I have hurt. And
While she was clearly trying to come across as genuine and vulnerable, people online were not entirely convinced. Many felt like she was still deflecting responsibility and avoiding accountability. Longtime fans were extremely disappointed, and a lot of people were saying that they really want to believe that Matilda was different, and they feel like the apology was more about damage control than genuine accountability. People commented saying, "I've never been in charge of a team, but I'd also never force someone to clean my bathroom because someone I don't like used it. I smell damage control in ChatGPT. You don't need to be ready to be nice. So because you never led a team before, that gives you the right to treat people lower than you? Okay. But I'm genuinely curious to know how that explains fat shaming your models, making your staff clean toilets that you won't allow them to use. You can't explain that with what you argue above. But what's the reason for being nasty to your employees? As in, okay, you've apologized, but bullyish behavior comes from somewhere. Why did you feel at the time that it was acceptable? Because genuinely, nice people don't treat people bad. I'm not trying to be petty and hateful, but what does your inexperience as a leader have to do with you insulting and shaming your coworkers? You don't need leader experience to have the decency to respect and be kind towards other human beings, whether they work for you or not. I agree that moving forward, you should better the work environment and do better, but this letter is just not it. Honest question, are you sorry for how you behaved or sorry that everyone knows about it now? I find this sudden compassion for the people you hurt unbelievable, unfortunately. Otherwise, you would have already changed something yourself. Everyone makes mistakes, but this was a clear pattern of conscious behavior. So most people are just not letting her off the hook based on what she had to say in her statement, that's for sure. And others online have also expressed just disappointment in the fact that they once supported her brand at all and bought items of clothing or products from her beauty line, as they feel it just wasn't coming from the brand that they really thought it was at the time, one that cared about inclusion. It just feels so fake to people now. Matilda built Djerf Avenue on the idea of kindness, inclusivity, and relatability, but when you're running a multi-million-dollar business, there's no excuse for a toxic workplace environment. Like, it's not like little things were going wrong and they're being exposed. We're talking about big things, like things that are just so effed up in the workplace. People are starting to hold influencers to the same standards as any CEO or business owner, and as they should be, because a lot of them over the years have used the excuse that I didn't know this, I didn't know that, this is my first rodeo. And it is okay for little mistakes to happen, but treating people poorly, like, that's literally unacceptable. It doesn't matter what your background is or if you have experience as a boss or not. Treating people with kindness is the first rule of life in general. So it's just embarrassing to try and make excuses for why you couldn't hold up to the simple task at hand here, which is treating your employees nicely. Because if this was the case where she just didn't order enough products and, you know, people were upset because they oversold or something. Like, okay, like, yeah, that's the case where you can say you just have never run a company before and you didn't know what you were doing, and now you have proper people in place to help you run your business. This is all about being nice to people. Like, it's just it's so insane that she's basically saying, I need to hire people because I don't know how to be nice to my employees. And I'm wondering what the conversations were inside the office, because I'm pretty sure if she just got up there and was talking to all the employees that currently work there and was like, hey guys, bet you saw what came out about me. Sorry about that. We're gonna have a couple changes around here. I'm sure that all the employees were just like looking at each other, like side-eyeing around the room and then texting in whatever group chat they have, like, what the heck was that, you guys? And probably were like, do you think she's actually gonna change or not? Like, did we take that sign off the bathroom door? Like, is everyone allowed to use that bathroom now? I think that's a big question that people have. But I guess we'll just have to see and hope that nothing further comes out about how things are at Djerf Avenue, and pray that this really was Matilda's wake-up call to start treating her employees with some respect. But as of right now, that is the latest on Matilda and how she decided to respond to the situation. I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys feel it was genuine, or do you think it was just damage control? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Also, let me know if you think that her and her company could like bounce back from the situation, because that's something else. I mean, there's so many people that are saying that they're disappointed that they ever bought something. So I don't know how they're exactly going to move forward from this, but let me know your thoughts. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye guys.